Good afternoon, everybody. I'm sorry this video was coming so late. I wanted to do this video several months ago, but we've been sick. We had COVID, then the flu, and then COVID again. So now we're finally feeling better. So today, as promised in December, I am going to do a video on how to use Eprinex to treat mites and lice in your chickens. Now, for those of you who have found this video via my blog, I want to say thank you very much for your support. I really appreciate it. For those who have just stumbled across my YouTube channel on YouTube looking for ways to treat mites and lice in your chickens, hi, it's nice to meet you. My name is Noelle. I'm a backyard chicken keeper. I've been doing this for about 11 years. So, today's video, Eprinex. What is it? And how do you use it? Eprinex is marketed for cattle. So when you go to find this and you say, oh, this is made for cattle, yes, you're not crazy. That is correct. This is marketed for cattle. It treats external mites and lice in cattle, chickens, and goats. Now for chickens, it is safe for chickens at very, very small doses. And I'm going to go through that here in just a minute. In fact, you're going to see me Eprinex several of my girls today and a couple of my guys. What this is, if you are familiar with treatments for mites and lice for cats and dogs, this is very similar. It's kind of like Frontline. You put a drop behind their neck where they can't lick it, and it absorbs into the skin, and then when the fleas bite them, of course, they become sterile, they cannot reproduce, and therefore this is how Frontline treats cats and dogs for fleas. Chickens is kind of the same. So when you put it on your chicken, it's used as a treatment, a protection sort of. So if your chickens will come in contact with mites and lice and they get bit by the mite or the lice, it will then basically make them have little mite and lice heart attacks and they will die. So I'm going to show you how to use this. I have several. So the things you're going to need for today are a flock of chickens who may or may not have mice or lice. You're probably going to need a couple helpers and Eprinex. Now this has an MSRP of about $50 to $75 depending on your area. In my area in East Tennessee, I can go to Tractor Supply and pick it up for usually anywhere between $50 and $60. It is a liquid, so in your box you're going to have a bottle that looks something like this. Now there are two types. There is a liquid and there's also an injection. So when you go shopping for this, you want to make sure that you get the Pour-on for beef or cattle. Yes, it's marketed for beef or cattle, but I'm going to show you that that's not really an issue in just a second here. What you need, sweetie? Food! I gotta feed the girls. Okay. So, I'll show you the things you're going to need. Your Eprinex. For application purposes, a syringe with the needle removed. You can get these at your local Tractor Supply, or you can, like I do, I just go to the pharmacy, and when I pick up medication for my kids, I just ask them for a couple extra of these syringes so that way I can use them for my chickens. They usually, they know me pretty well. Sometimes they chuckle, but yeah. Crazy chicken lady needing syringes. And then what I'm going to do is you're going to see me do several things. I'm going to check their vent. The vent is where the mites and lice are going to pretty much congregate, mainly because that's an area of the chicken's body that they cannot preen very well. So mites and lice can live there pretty, rent-free. And then in your crested breeds, I am going to get the top of their head because, because in your silkies and your polishes, they cannot preen those areas. So, Elijah, come here in front of the camera so we can see what's going on. So this is pantophobia. Okay. So I'm going to put a drop behind their neck, right on the skin. I'm going to take his little head. I'm going to stabilize it. I'm going to put a drop on the top. And that's it. He's done. All done. So, yes, with your crested breeds, With your crest, come on, Adam. You got one? Yeah, No, that's fine. My helpers. With the crested breeds, you're going to want to put a drop on the top of their head. Polishes, Silkies, trying to think of other crested breeds that may be out there. I know I have Polishes and Silkies. Yes, the girls, they cannot preen that area, so once again, mites and lice live rent-free. So if you just put just a little, just a drop, because keep in mind, this is marketed for cattle, so cattle are large, so you just want a drop for your chickens. As far as weight, it doesn't matter. I use a drop for both my standard and my ornamental banjo breeds. And this is absorbed through the skin, so you're going to want to wear gloves when you do this. Yeah. So, here comes a Silky. This is Mr. Mickey. So I do Eprinex my roosters as well as my hens because mice are non-discriminatory. Not mice, mites are non-discriminatory. They're gonna set up camp regardless. Let me see his. Can you turn him around so I can see his vent area? Oh, poor guy. Yeah, he looks good. All right, thank you. Appreciate it. Put this down for just a second. I need to get this. Got a little bit on my hands. I'm just using some hand sanitizer to get it off. Okay. I want to hold her in front of the camera just so you can get her close up. Okay, so this is a Polish here, so I'm going to put a little, oops, come here, sweetheart. Just stabilize her head and put a drop on top. And get behind the neck, put a drop there, and she's done. I practice an egg withdrawal with this. Now I know it's not an ingestible like the warmer, oops, like the warmer, but I go ahead and practice an egg withdrawal of about 5 days, just in case. This does work externally, but it hasn't actually been FDA approved on chickens, so there's no tests that say that yes it does or no it doesn't get absorbed into the egg or can be passed into the egg. So I just use a measure of caution there. Okay, so this is a Silky. So we're gonna get behind your neck here, sweetie pie. Perfect. And up there on your head. Perfect. And you're done. Their beauty day. Hi, who is this?
This is Midna.
This is Midna. Miss Midna. So let's lift her up just a bit so people can see what I'm doing. Just a drop on her head. Right behind on her neck. All right, she's good. So if you can get a little assembly line going, you can have this done in an hour. I've got a flock of 13 roosters and chicken math set in, so I'm going to say 30 girls, but I'm probably more like close to 50, but you know, just don't tell anybody. All right. Looks like we have another Silky coming. Another question I often get is how often do you do this? Only as needed. Generally, mites and lice are going to be an issue during the colder months because the chickens provide a very warm environment for them to set up camp. So generally, it's going to be more of an issue in your colder winter months. She's done. Doesn't mean you can't get them in the summer, but another reason that mites and lice are a little bit more of a problem in the winter time is typically the ground is either covered in snow or wet. She's done. So dust bathing becomes something that they don't have much access to unless you provide dust baths. But even then, that's not a guarantee or a foolproof scenario for your chickens. They come, if your chickens are out and about in the yard, they have access to sunshine, fresh grass, bugs. Mites and lice are generally might want to look at them like a badge of honor any chicken that's living the good life, backyard chicken, is at some point going to come down with mites or lice. But it's a very easy thing to treat and very, very cheap for the most part. Who is this?
Lady Me.
Lady Me. Okay, I need your head, sweetie. Okay. She's done. And this is close-up time. And this is, who was this?
This is Lana.
This is Lana. Oh yes, we love our little Lana. Okay, let me see her. Okay, she's done. Woohoo! I forgot what I was saying. Oh yeah, dust bathing. During the summer, they have access, you know, the ground is usually a little bit more dry, there's a little bit more dust and stuff. But yes, anytime your chickens are out and about, living the good life, mites and lice just come with that. But it is very easy to treat. This whole box that I bought, this one here, this will treat my flock about 3 years. So, and I have, if I'm being honest with myself, I'm going to say about 75 chickens. I stopped counting a long time ago. You know how chicken math is, but yeah, this will treat my flock for about 3 years. So, and it's $50. This is you.
To be determined one.
Oh, thing one. Let's see. I think she's looking. Can I see her bottom? Can you just want to make sure she's looking. Yep, she's perfect. Okay. Supreme. All right. Whoops. Yep, I know. The roosters don't typically enjoy being held. Okay, he's done. So if you've got a flock that's a lot smaller than mine, it's probably going to expire on you before you even use it all. So very simple to treat. Now once you do this, you're going to want to come back in about 10 to 14 days and do it again, because the first treatment is going to get any mites or lice that are actually living on them right now. Since the life cycle is about 2 weeks, in 2 weeks, all the mites or lice that are in eggs are going to hatch, and you just do this again, and then after that, they're done. Hi, let's bring her up here. Hello. So this is a silver lace Polish, and because she's a crested breed, I'm going to get up here, and her beautiful, her crest looks great. Okay, she's done. And it really is just this simple. All right, who's this? Huh? Rory. Yeah. Hi, sweetheart. I know. I'm gonna put a little bit on her head. Okay, she's done. Yeah. She must be broody. She's got that broody grunt. How many more silkies do you have? Okay, sure. Can you go? Can you see if you can get Smog? Smog, Lestat, and Enigma. Now, since I have a large flock, and since I generally take, just for precaution, 3 to 5 egg withdrawal, 3 to 5 days, I'll generally stagger my population. So I'm doing the silkies and the Polishes today, and another 5 days I'll do another coop. Okay, so this is Link. Okay, so this is a silver lace Polish rooster. Yeah, he's got the cutest crow. He has a crow that sounds like he's laughing, like that Joker laugh. Yeah, that's it. And I want to see his little tushy. Yep, he looks great. Now, if you're wondering why I check their vents, it just gives me an idea of just what the mite and lice load is. So far, nobody has had any. But since we are in the prime time for mites and lice, I'm going to go ahead and just Eprinex everybody. And this will just get them through to the warmer weather. This will remain effective for 3 months, according to my research. That this will protect them for 3 months. All right, this is Smog. He is my big rooster. He is a Silver Lace Wyandotte. You got him pretty good? All right, because he is a big boy. I need to find your neck. Look at your hackle feathers. All righty, he looks great. Thank you. Smog, hi. Good job, buddy. Yeah. Everybody's looking absolutely fabulous. All right, she's done. So, some symptoms to look for in mice and lice. This is another question I'm often asked by my readers. If you have girls that have disheveled feathers, a dirty vent, their feathers just look like they're broken, like they've been pecked at, broken feathers, shabby feathers, any expected or unexpected weight loss, tiredness, lethargy, lack of appetite. Mites and lice will literally suck the blood, the lifeblood, out of your chickens. They can kill a chicken. It takes a little bit longer than, say, something like worms, but it will make them anemic and kind of make them an easy target for other parasites like worms and stuff, and it can literally kill a chicken if it's untreated. So it's not anything you want to just, she's done. It's not anything you just want to ignore thinking, oh, they'll take care of it. No, they won't. Nature will take care of it for them. This is a Enigma. Okay, so this is a mottled or mottled cochin. I do want to see his bottom. Don't put him upside down. He can't breathe very well like that. Trying to see the skin. You got so many feathers, dude. That's why I want to see your bottom, because you got feathers upon feathers upon feathers. Okay, he's good. And Lestat, if you can map him. So yes, I do treat my boys as well as my girls, because lights are non-discriminatory, and I have a lot of rare breed boys that I keep around for breeding. So yes, I would like them to live long. Live long and prosper. Okay. Alright. So, Phantom Cochin, she's good. How many more do you have?
This is the last one.
This is it. Okay, so Lestat, and then we're done. Alright. So I haven't keep track. How many chickens have we gone through? Maybe 25? Oh, I guess I gotta think about it now. Well, anyway, a third of my flock has just been Eprinex right here. Took me what? Well, where are we at? 17 minutes? So this is a very quick, very easy thing for any backyard chicken keepers to do. Lestat. Okay, so we have this is a white crested Polish rooster. He's a standard size. And let's get your crest, buddy boy. I do want to see his tushy. Yep. All right. That is it. You're done. You're beautiful now. All right, guys. That is literally it. So now my flock is protected, or these guys are protected for 3 months. I will come back in about 10 days and get everybody that I've gotten again. And then after that, I will come out and I will do the rest of the flock. And everybody is going to be good to go for the pretty much foreseeable future. So thank you guys. So I will link my blog to this video, so that way if you guys who are new to my channel or to my blog or whatever, hi, you can find me on my blog, and you can see a lot of the other videos and posts that I have up there. And if you have any questions, of course, leave them in the comments. You can also contact me on my blog, email, Facebook. So anyway, thank you for coming with me today, and I will see you next time. Bye.